What's going on YouTube? It's Sean here and I'm back today to give you guys a review of the Herschel Supply collaboration with New Balance on the 801 model in the Night Lights colorway. So first off, I want to give a huge thank you over to Herschel Supply for sending me over their entire Herschel Supply and New Balance capsule collection. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, a couple days ago you probably saw on my Instagram story, I posted an unboxing video. So the package they sent me was super elaborate. It came in a multitude of foam layers which kind of simulated different types of terrain on Earth. And you probably saw in those videos, alongside these New Balance shoes, in that package there was also this long sleeve tee which I'm rocking right now, along with this crossbody bag which is very dope. It feels very durable in hand, and I like how it's done in that same color scheme as the rest of the package. And last but not least, arguably my favorite part of the entire collection, this New Balance and Herschel branded anorak jacket. So this is done in this nylon material. There's this front pocket, and on the very back we have both the New Balance and Herschel Supply logos. So all in all, this is an amazing capsule collection, but the purpose of today's video is to review these 801s. So this pair released alongside two other colorways as well, but the official colorway for this one is Peacoat and Cayenne. These bad boys retail for a price of $100 US or 130 Canadian dollars, and the collection is still available right now on New Balance and Herschel Supply's respective websites. So a little backstory before we jump straight into this shoe. The New Balance 801 was a model originally introduced in the late 90s. Meant to bridge street style with all-terrain gear, these guys can be worn both on the trail and on the streets. So as we take a closer look at these shoes, the upper is constructed using this wide variety of materials. So starting at the center area of the shoe and running up the tongue area as well, here we have this blue colored mesh. Next to this, around the toe box area, here we have this synthetic blue leather. And then the front toe cap is covered in what feels like a dark blue colored suede or nubuck. As we look along the sides of the shoe, so the very bottom near the front toe box area, here we have this padded leather. And then next to this, covering the midfoot, stitched on top of this, we have the New Balance N logo, which is done in 3M. And there's also 3M hits right above this on the eyelets. So as mentioned earlier, we have this padded tongue which is covered in mesh, and at the very top we have this hit of suede or nubuck, and this is embossed with New Balance 801 branding at the very top. In terms of laces, these come with a rope style lace which is done in a combination of navy blue and white, and in addition they give you a secondary pair of yellow rope laces if you want to give the shoe a little bit more pop and a little bit added color. Moving towards the back end of the shoe, so here we have that molded leather once again. And at the very back of the shoe, we have this pull tab, which is done in 3M. We have the N logo at the very top, and then the words all terrain embroidered right below this in yellow. Pulling out the insoles, so these come with mismatching insoles. So on the right pair, this is all navy blue, and we have the New Balance and Herschel logos at the heel. And then on the left shoe, we have a bit more color here, along with that familiar phrase all terrain 801 printed on the heel. So the upper of these New Balance 801s sits atop this super chunky foam midsole, which is done in this very eye-catching cayenne color. We have this very intricate pattern that runs throughout the length of the midsole, and to me it kind of resembles the look of rocks. Within this midsole we have New Balance's Absorb technology, which adds to the overall comfort and responsiveness of the midsole. Turning these guys over to the bottom, so here we have your outsole. So this is all done in rubber in the same cayenne color, and we have this traction pattern that again resembles the look of rocks, and it's finished off with the New Balance word mark in the center and the New Balance N logo on the heel. So in terms of sizing, my feet measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side, and I gotta say these guys do fit more on the snug side. So Herschel sent me these guys in a 10.5, and still they do run quite snug. If you prefer your shoes to have more of a snug fit, then going up a half size should be okay, but if you want more of a roomier fit, then you might even want to consider going up a full size. I feel like a part of the reason why they fit so snug is because there's a ton of padding all around the shoe. So as a result, when I'm actually wearing these, my feet are pushed forward, and even going up a half size, my toes can kind of feel the front of the shoe. In terms of comfort, so these guys are actually pretty comfortable overall. So the midsole, as I mentioned earlier, is super chunky and thick, so it does feel pretty plush on feet. Assuming though that you do get the right size, straight out of the box they feel pretty good on feet, and I was pleasantly surprised considering this is my first New Balance 801. So with all that being said, now let me lace these up and I'll show you guys how these look on feet. Honestly speaking, when I first saw pictures of this collab, I was kind of iffy. My initial reaction was that this kind of looks like a hiking shoe that dads would be seen wearing. But the more and more I look at this shoe, the more I'm actually warming up to it. And in many ways, it kind of resembles the Raf Simons Adidas Oswego. To me, this is one of those shoes that are so out of left field, but for some reason it just kind of works. Maybe it's the color scheme specifically, but I can honestly tell you guys I am now a fan of this shoe. So I'm curious to know what you guys think of these Herschel Supply New Balance 801s. Is this a shoe that you could rock, or is this a straight pass for you? If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Give me a follow on Instagram at sgo8, check out my Twitter at sean.go, and visit my website at seango.ca. Before I end this video, I just want to give one final thank you over to Herschel Supply. Thank you guys so much for not only sending me the shoes, but the entire capsule collection, which I love. So until next time, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.